Okay, in this video I will show you how to set up Wordfast Server for use with Wordfast Pro. I will be using two translation memories, one from Finnish into Swedish and one from Finnish into English, and I will set up accounts for three translators. Lisa will be translating from Finnish into English, Lotta will be translating from Finnish into Swedish, and Matti will translate both from Finnish into English and from Finnish into Swedish. So let's get started and let's go to wordfast.com. Here I'll click on Wordfast Server, and if I go all the way down I can find a link to download a demo version of Wordfast Server. So here I have already downloaded it. If I open the zip file, I can see there are three files in it. I will extract the content, and my files are here. Before I start Wordfast Server Pro, I will show you the TMs that I have. I have two TMs. One is Finnish English, one Finnish Swedish. They have the TXT extension because they are standard Wordfast TMs. They have approximately 600,000 translation units. Now we will be using three different computers which are shown on this picture here. So on the left hand side we have a Windows 7 laptop which will act as the dedicated server for Wordfast Server Pro. In the middle we have a MacBook Air running OS X, and one of the translators will be using it with Wordfast Pro 3.1. And on the right hand side we have another Windows 7 laptop, and a second translator will be using Wordfast Pro 3.2 for Windows to access the remote TM hosted on the server. So let's go back to our Wordfast Server Pro folder. And there is no particular installation. We can start Wordfast Server by double-clicking the program. And this is what the interface looks like. So we have a number of tabs here. Let's go through all of them. Let's start with the first one, which is TMs. So I will set up my first TM. I will call it Finnish English. I will point to the folder that I showed previously. So that's this TM here. And I will tick right. I don't need to make it public. And I will click on Add. Okay, that's the first one. And now let's do the same with the second one, Swedish. And here I can select this one here, open, and add. So now I have my two TMs, and what I will do right away, I will create an index for them. So I will click on Reorganize, and yes. So now the indexing is taking place in the background. So if I go back to my folder, I can see that there are new files that were created and they are growing all the time. So let's wait until it's ready and we can continue with the setup. So I'll skip glossaries because I don't need them now, and I'll go directly to accounts, and I will create the first account for Lisa, and that was for Finnish English, so I will call it FI-EN. Here for number, it's the maximum number of connection or sessions. I will select 5. The number 10 here is the priority, so it's from 1 to 10, and 10 is the highest priority, and it's recommended for human users. The TM that this account needs to access is Finnish English, so I'll select Assign, and I have no glossaries, and write TM, yes, and add. So here is my first account. I will create another account for Finnish English for Matti this time, and that's it. And now I will create a Finnish Swedish account also for Matti, and that's it. And now I still have one more account for Lotta, and that's for Finnish Swedish. Assign and add. So now I have 4 different accounts for my 3 translators, and they will be using 2 different translation memories. Oh, I forgot to enter passwords. So let's use password for this one, apply, and here I will do the same, password, apply, and here again, and here, password. So I have 4 accounts and all have the same password, which is password. Now, users, we don't need to do anything here. Groups, we don't need them for the time being. Activity, we will need to tick server active, but we can't do it for the time being because the reorganization, that is to say the reindexing, is still going on. So let's go to, well, sessions, we don't need it yet because we don't have any sessions open. Let's go to setup. And in setup, I have first under general, I have the install number, and here I have entered a license number, so I don't have to run it in demo mode. Then under network, I can see the IP address of my server, and this is important because we will need it when configuring Wordfast Pro for accessing remote TM. The TMs, I don't need to change anything. Accounts, I think it's the same. But here, this is important. I will untick minimize. Otherwise, after a while, the Wordfast server window will always be minimized. And for the rest, I don't need to do anything. So let's go back to our TMs. They are not yet ready. So let's wait until the reindexing is ready. Okay, the indexing is now ready, so we can see that we have about 700,000 translation units for Finnish English and a little bit less for Finnish Swedish. So now if we go to activity, we are able to tick server active. So now I can move to the MacBook Air and I will pretend to be Lotta translating from Finnish into Swedish. So here I'm on my Mac and I will start Wordfast Pro, and this is Wordfast Pro 3.1. So I have a Finnish English project here, and I will go to translation memory, new select TM. And here I'll click on remote and add TM. And here I will enter the URL for my remote TM. And the format of the URL is WF, which is the name of the protocol, column, // and my account name is Lisa-FIEN, and dash password, because this is the password of my account, and at, and then the IP address of our Wordfast server. So that was 182.168.0.14, and that's it. Now I can click on test. The connection was successful. Okay, and okay. And now I will perform a concordance search called TM lookup in Wordfast Pro. I will be using as the keyword kannustin, which is Finnish for incentive, and find in source. Now, here are the results I got quite quickly. So I have a number of search results. I will perform another one with hiilidioksidipäästö, which is Finnish for carbon dioxide emission. And again, I have about, I think, 100 results. So it's working fine, and otherwise we can use Wordfast Pro to translate documents with this remote TM, just like we would be using a local TM. In fact, it's possible to mix both local and remote TMs. So now let's move to the second computer, which was a Windows laptop, and we'll be using a slightly newer version, so Wordfast Pro 3.2. So here I'm on my Windows laptop. I will go to Wordfast Pro, and this time it's Wordfast Pro 3.2, so it's a slightly newer version. I have a Finnish Swedish project, and I will go again to translation memory, new select TM. And here the interface is slightly different, so we no longer have local and remote here. Instead, I can select add TM here, and now I have 3 tabs: local TM, GLTM, and TM server. The one I'm interested in is the middle one here, and again I have the URL, so I will enter WF // and this time I'm let's say Matti, and I'm translating from Finnish into Swedish, and my password is password, and and the IP address of my server was 192.168.0.14, and I'll test. The connection was successful. Okay. So again, let's perform a TM lookup on Kannustin, and it's working fine. This time we have results in Swedish. And the second one, hiilidioksidipäästö. And again, it's working fine, and we have 100 results. So this is how to set up Wordfast Server and how to configure Wordfast Pro 3.1 and 3.2 to access the remote TM that was hosted on the server. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video.